What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, guys. This is one I'm actually kind of excited about because this is something that I don't get to go over a lot of. Sorry about my voice, but we're going to go over Apple stock and whether or not this is actually a smart buy or not. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into this video. I've been getting dirty money. Hey guys, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I'm putting out at least one video a week, giving you guys absolutely free content that's going to help you guys, whether it's long-term, short-term, just in finance and everything like that. So with that being said, let's jump back to the video. What's going on, everybody? So Apple stock, everybody knows this brand. More than likely, 99% of you have an iPhone in your pocket. I know I do. I've had an iPhone in my pocket since I was probably, I'm going to say 11 or 12 years old. Yes, and yes, I bought it personally with my own money when they were $200 and not $1,200 a piece. There's a big difference. But we want to go into this stock. Now, obviously, this company's been great. It's done nothing but keep going up. The tech world has been absolutely insane over the past 10, 15 years. Same with Microsoft. And I'm going to do a video on Microsoft as well. But I had a question the other day from not somebody that watches my videos, but from somebody that knows I'm big into investing. And the question was, is Apple a good buy? So we went into this and we were going over some different factors. And now that I've talked to a few different people about this and just kind of giving my perspective to people. So the first thing I look for when investing into stocks is, what is the brand? If it's not for a monthly dividend like we do in all the other videos, you want to make sure that they have products that everybody uses. So laptops, iPhones, watches. I even have a watch. I use the Apple ecosystem. I love Apple. I use a ton of their products. There's no other way to put it. So the only other thing though, when you're looking at this is growth. How can they grow more? Because let's be 100% honest with you. If you're looking at this chart here, it's done nothing but just skyrocket. And is there a spot where it's going to eventually plateau? You guys got to remember, they did a stock split to where they went from like $300 back to like $110. I think it was 1/3. And now you're at $146. You're almost at $150 again. But where is the actual value of the stock based off of earnings and things like that? And what is the actual value of the company per share if you are wanting to, go in and buy a bunch of shares? Is it at $157 like you have it this high up here? I'm going to go out on a limb and say no. Now, if you're expecting Apple to keep this huge run like it's had since for the past 10 years, maybe, you're still buying Apple religiously. Now, or you're buying the S&P, which a lot of people do, and there's no problem with that. But our main focus is here right now is, what is it per share, an actually good evaluation and a good spot to buy? And I bought it last year after the stock split at about $115 a share. Now, I actually sold mine out during the peak of it when it was around 132. So I actually probably sold it right around in here. If I'm remembering correctly, this year it was around April or May, June, somewhere around in there. But I sold it for a very nice profit and I was very happy. Now, am I buying more? I am not buying at $146.92 a share. Reasons why. If you look at Apple's financials, and they have great financials. If Seeking Alpha will load here for me. And again, I don't use their things, but I don't pay for everything. So the other thing is you want to go look at earnings. So with a simple Google search, Apple stock earnings, and it's very, very easy to find, and you can go through here. So you are going to see that based off of everything, they are continuing to grow. Now, if you would go back and look even further down and look into it even more, you're going to end up finding that the iPhone is about 50% of their sales, which is okay. Every good company has that one product that absolutely kills it for them. There's no problem with that. Apple also pays a dividend quarterly, which is 22 cents now. That's not a very good dividend yield for Apple, but you're still getting a lot of growth out of this stock, so that's okay. Number one reason why I'm not buying Apple is because when I'm looking for stocks to invest into and companies to invest into, and you guys gotta remember, I bought Apple, I bought Microsoft, I bought Tesla when everybody else said that they were gonna fail, and I was buying those stocks because, again, I believed in their CEOs and things like that when I was back in college, and I did extremely, extremely well rather than buying the S&P 500. But when it comes down to Apple, you have to remember, where is the growth going to come from? Now, we obviously know that Apple is, and again, you guys can look these same things up, Apple car. Now, there's going to be a ton of these things. No, that's not what you want. That says SCAR. That's 100% on me. But you're going to get all these rumors. But it's obviously true that Apple is trying to get into the car industry to, again, it's a tech company. The electric car kind of trying to compete with Tesla. And I've got no problem with that whatsoever, other than they're really hiding it. Guys, there's no hiding that you're onto a project and you hire 1,000 engineers in order to do this. And I hope that they succeed when doing this, but this is not something that I'm wanting to bet on. Tesla is still not a profitable company, and I'm not 100%. There's been a lot of growth already, and if you missed out on that growth, that's okay, but it does not mean you need to chase it. Now, Apple obviously does have the Apple CarPlay. If you have a brand new car or within the past 3 years, you probably have Apple CarPlay. But again, the realistic value of this stock, and this is doing the math, and you can find a ton of calculators online that'll help you do the math of finding the actual stock price that is a fair value for Apple. And you got to remember, when you're doing this and you're trying to find fair stock prices, 99% of the market is overpriced. It's already pricing in moves. So me personally, no, I'm not going to be buying Apple. I'm not saying that it's a bad investment whatsoever. I hope Apple continues to grow and does well. I have friends that are heavily invested into Apple, and I hope it does well for them. I'm just personally not putting my money there. You guys have to understand that. Now, do I think that Apple could be at $200 a share again in the next 6 months? I'm not going to put it past them. Apple's an amazing company. They have done absolutely amazing things. I have now focused and I know I'm already young to be saying this, but my investing into that income investing rather than just that growth investing. And that's because I got so much of my retirement accounts already. I want to make sure that I have the income. So when I do retire tomorrow or the next day, and I say, screw it, and I'm going to retire, I've got income coming in no matter what, and I can also day trade and stuff like that from futures that I do. So with that being said, the overall explanation for this one is Apple's a great company. I have no problem with Apple whatsoever. I can see Apple continuing to grow. I do think that they need to come out with some new technology and some new things in order to set them aside from everybody else. Samsung's doing the fold-out phones and stuff like that. I think Apple's going to eventually have to come out with something that's going to compete with that. But Apple's user-friendly ability has been absolutely insane. Your grandma and grandpa probably have iPhones, and they can use it. So with that being said, you guys understand where I'm at. Apple's a great company. I do not discourage anybody from investing into it. It's not something, though, where I think that it's at a fair value point. Again, $120 is down here, and saying I'm going to give it an extra $5 puts it at $125, which is right here, basically. A few cents off, $125, and we're at $146 per share right now. I just don't see it, and you guys got to remember, quarter four is coming up, and we are in quarter four now for Apple, which means iPhone sales have just been released, or iPhones just been released. iPhone sales normally pump up Apple stock every single year. It's just a trend. Go check it. Fact check me. Leave a comment below if you are buying more Apple stocks or if you have any other stocks that you would like me to compare to see what the actual evaluation of the company is and to see where that fair price is. That being said, thank you guys for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.